Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all having a good day. My name is Sheriff Silver. We're getting back with some more ROADCRAFT and we're continuing our quest on the Sandy map. I really forgot the name of this map. We got a sandstorm coming in though. You can see way over there. We have a sandstorm coming in that we're going to have to drive through. Thankfully it doesn't do any damage to us. However, we need to go create some steel beams. We need to get 10 of them actually. And I should have kept driving straight. I am like not doing this at all correctly. I should have kept driving straight in order to get over here to this road. We're gonna throw ourselves off this long little cliff here. Perfect, worked flawlessly. So yeah, we gotta get at least 10 steel beams made. That way we can continue the quest. One requires us to store 5 of them, and then this quest that we're on right now requires us to take 5 of them over to the radio tower in order to get that re-established or up and running. If you remember in the last episode, we connected the power line to it, and now we just need to get the steel beams to, I guess, build it. Oh yeah, we gotta build it. Look at it, it's torn down at the moment. So I'm going to make my way over to the steel beams facility where you create the steel beams and get those made. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. Hopefully I don't have to go on too many expeditions to go get metal. There was some there, but I'm not sure how many beams it's going to get us, in all honesty. So, as soon as I get over there, get those pipes made, I'll catch back up with y'all, and we'll continue going about our day in this wonderful sand-filled desert that Kelly does not have to deal with. How nice that must be, to not have to come out here in the sandstorm. And you can sit in your nice air-conditioned office with your coffee. We just about have all of the beams made. I'm just slowly moving this one big piece over here. I'm gonna like 3-point turn this. So the way I did it was like I attached it and then I extended the rope all the way. You're gonna see here in a second. I'll show you how I got it over here. I extended the rope as far as I could, put the anchors down, and just pull on the rope. Simple as that, because the truck's not heavy enough to just pull it right away. It generally has to like use the ropes. I might be able to pull it here. Yeah, so you can pull it until, yeah, you can get it just a little bit. Come on, right there. Looks like it's in. Perfect. Cool. Now we gotta take 8 of those out and load them up. Or 8 of those? 10 of those, sorry. 8, right. Is that math? That is math. Cool. Of course, 18 minus 10 would be 8. I don't know why I second-guessed myself there. Okay, anyways. Get all these stupid beams loaded up. Take me 5.5 hours. Oh, I've just grabbed from the middle. Awesome. And they're just tumbling like the Twin Towers. I'm sorry. That's a horrible joke. They're steel beams. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Alrighty, beams are loaded. Time to make our way out of here. Do a 5-point turn in the process. Hopefully not flip, since we are like loaded to the max. I didn't exactly evenly distribute the weight, but it's okay. Who needs to evenly distribute weight anyways, right? That's totally not like a scientifically proven thing that you need to distribute weight, right? Anyways, so we make a stop at the radio tower that we passed by on the way here. We actually need to take a look at how I'm going to get up there. So tower, it's a road. I wouldn't call it a road. I'd call that a walkway. There's nope, there's not a back way. Well, shoot. Can I get up? You think I can get like drive up through here and squeeze my way up through that? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We're gonna put a marker here just so I know where it's at. And if that doesn't work, then I guess I'll drive all the way around and try to go up this, even though I don't think it's going to work too well. Is there by chance one of the trucks up here? I feel like it would be hidden up here. No? No, it's not hidden on one of these buildings? Hidden down this little hole? No? Okay. Anyways. We'll head over there. Get these dropped off. Get the tower built. And honestly, dude, this game is honestly so much of a... What is it? Relax? Not relax. What? I can't think of... Oh, I had some logs over here I could have picked up. Would you look at that? Either way, this game... Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, I was saying that this game is so much more relaxing than SnowRunner. And it is. Until you do what I just did. So now... I don't even have... Yeah, I don't have the... whatchamacallit. I don't have a winch on this thing, which is kind of weird. Alright. Let's get the search and rescue truck. Let's go head on over and flip ourselves back over. How far? I didn't go down this way at all, actually. Yes, I did. I had to go by these guys to get over to the other area. Is that a rock? No, it's a bush. Anyways, this game is so much more relaxing compared to SnowRunner. Like, I was playing SnowRunner earlier, or not earlier, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I was playing it yesterday, and I hopped back into it, and I low-key just, like, forget what I had to do. Really? Really? SnowRunner, you could have hit that and then taken damage and driven right over. But I just got hop in the SnowRunner. I kind of forget what I'm supposed to be doing, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to be figuring out how to get this. And there's no other tasks except one. And I'm like, okay, but the task doesn't tell me that, hey, it unlocks this. So I then now have to go do that task to unlock the other tasks. And it's kind of... like, the tasks tell you which tasks they unlock, but they don't tell you what stuff they unlock, which I wish they did have. And I honestly would love to complete SnowRunner one day. Genuinely, I would love to complete the game. Maybe not 100%, because that's including quests that have nothing to do with actually, like, the main quest that you have to do. Kind of like this one. But this one, you do have to complete some of the side quests in order to advance. There's, like, stages that you have to do, I guess, is how you would phrase it. But SnowRunner is just so much of a grind, and it's so tedious compared to this. Everybody's all like, oh yeah, ROADCRAFT's gonna be a SnowRunner killer, and I'm like, ROADCRAFT has none of what SnowRunner has nothing of what SnowRunner was marketed as. I apologize if you can hear the dog barking in the background. I have my window open to get some air circulating through my apartment. But it's just like they're because this is nothing compared to SnowRunner. SnowRunner is much more off-road, what's the word? Focused, off-road focused. Off-road, yeah, off-road focused than ROADCRAFT. ROADCRAFT is more infrastructure based, which is part of SnowRunner, but is not the main focus of the game, I'd say. They focus a lot more on the off-roading physics and everything in SnowRunner compared to this. Now, would I have loved to see the multi-point winch or crane that we have in here? Absolutely, dude. I would love to see that. I would love to see the logging stuff have more stuff within SnowRunner. I think, honestly, had they done that multi-point crane that we have now and added in the forestry vehicles and then the forestry, you would have had a super successful game. Like, genuinely, it would have been so successful it's not even funny, and you wouldn't have even had to create this because they're still making stuff for SnowRunner. They still have so much stuff that they've made that I haven't even touched just because there's so much of it. So let's go ahead, grab the vehicle here. I'm telling me I can't grab it, you're a hoe. Alright, I guess that's the best winch point we're gonna get. Pull it, come on. There we go. Hold on to it. Alright. Now, nope, I just threw on my handbrake. Okay, now we're going to continue our journey over to the tower and get these delivered. So I will see y'all when I get there. Hopefully I don't flip again. Okay, I have arrived at our first obstacle, and I might have already gotten ourselves stuck. I've like, come on, there we go. Alright. We've arrived at the first obstacle, and it is going to be this rock. This rock is going to be our obstacle, because I'm either going to high center myself, or I'm just going to get stuck, and it's not going to be able to climb over it. I should probably turn on low gear. That would probably help us a lot here, so we're not trying to like shift up and gain a lot of power. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. Gonna be a little tough one, honestly. I don't like that. I don't like that angle. Turn into it. Turn left, or sorry, turn right. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now take off low gear. And come on, come on. You can do it. Come on. Is it the rock? Yeah, it's the rocks. Turn on low gear again. Yeah, I think I might genuinely just be too heavy because now we're just spinning. I got all wheel and diff on. I don't think we're going to be able to climb up this. I think we are going to be too heavy unless I get it from this angle. I don't see that happening either because of this rock. Unless we can like kind of like turn our way to the right. Kind of like Austin powers it like this. Come on. Okay, it's kind of working. It's kind of working. Just roll black. Oh, roll black. There it is. Yeah, can I put 50 on black, please? Thank you. If y'all don't gamble, you wouldn't know that, but it's roulette, basically. You pick either red or black, or you pick a number and a color. And so, like, if you pick just the color, like all the color black, you get a less payout than if you specifically do black or red and like red 60. You get paid less if you do just the genuine color. And you get more, I think, because there's two zeros and 1 0. And if you bet on those, I believe you get a higher amount. And I've actually, how did I manage to wedge ourselves in here like this? I dug a hole for myself, but I think I'm like stuck in the ground, kind of. Yeah. Okay, but I might have actually positioned ourselves even better to go at the angle from this way. Come on, come on. You're not even, there's not even like a hitbox there. What are you talking about, bro? Come on. Come on. You're stupid. Okay, well, clearly that's not gonna work, so I'm gonna try this one last angle over here. And hopefully I don't tip. Thankfully it's not SnowRunner and my cargo doesn't fall out if I do tip. And we're just sliding sideways. Love it. Okay, now what if I do it this way? Try it from this way. Haha. One last try. Come on. Come on. You're not even spinning. Diff lock on. You're supposed to be spinning. And now I'm wedged. Now I have wedged myself into the rocks. And that literally did nothing for me. I hate you, game. I hate you so much, even though this is my own doing. Can I, like... I'm trying to pull myself downwards, but that's just attached to a rock. That's not... If I can attach to, like, that bigger rock down there, that might be better. Nope, too far away. Come on, I'm just gonna, like, try and tumble myself down the way. That's not gonna work. Nope. Come on. Honestly, if you can just tumble down, that'll be perfectly fine. Then I'll just flip it back over. This is also working unreasonably well. Okay. Well, now we're gonna try. Now we're gonna go the actual way, and hopefully I'm not too heavy. I might have to go back to the base and deliver these. Oh no, that's right. I have the truck, the mobile base thing that opens. I can open up the resource thing, and I can put resources in there. Hell yeah. So try the other way. If I'm still too heavy for that, then I'll bring the operations base over here and use that to store the beams. And that way we can finally get up the hill. Because I generally think we might just be too heavy and it's bogging down the engine and the tires so they're not gripping. Okay, we have flipped again. Unfortunately, I should have just driven straight over the sand. We have driven straight, then I cannot start my engine and I cannot... Well, I can turn on my tires and I'm not going to do anything. If I unstrap the cargo, it's just all just gonna fall. So we're gonna go grab our mobile operations base and make our way over here. Can I? Yeah, there's a road like literally right where this guy is. I'm gonna turn him and move him out of the way. Try to maybe, like wedged in between. I don't know how I managed to do that. Honestly, I really don't. Why do you not have an e-brake on? That's my question. I'm dealing with another sandstorm. Okay, Get you out of here, because you're genuinely blocking my way, and somehow you don't have a handbrake on, which I don't understand. Okay, now we can just reverse this, hopefully. Oh, but you have your handbrake on when I switch? That makes total sense. Okay. Anyways, I'll get the mobile operations over there and hopefully get us in a better situation than what we're currently in. Alright, we got ourselves flipped back over. Our truck is now good to go. We emptied out 5 of them into our little resource zone down there, as you can see. Now we're going to take these remaining 5. Hopefully they can just pull out of here. Cool. So now I actually got to go into the map, open this, confirm. Hopeful outskirts. Now people will know the better days are coming. Radio tower complete. Are you going to throw up the power lines? Of course you're not. Let me guess. I'm going to have to... Why is it still not powered? Okay. Transfer resources. And now we need to do another... Okay. Why are you not powered? Hold on. Yeah, why are you not powered? What else do I have to do? Oh, that's probably why you're not powered. That would make sense. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Maybe you're saying it's not powered because it's like just not connected. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, anyways, so desert base to the municipal power substation. Oh, okay. How are we gonna do this one? Okay, so start plotting. Okay, so it wants us to enter through there. Let's see. What's the best course of action here? Best course of action, honestly, I think is just set him off the cliff. Set him off the cliff there. Okay, so let's track this road here. See how this goes. That looks pretty bad, quite honestly. Goes up through here. Da 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 da. And boom. Okay, now what about that other road? This one, not even remotely close. So yeah, we're away. We're gonna have to do it. It's through there. It's through here. It's gonna be one sketchy route. Please, for all that is good, give me a road or give me a vehicle that's going to be able to do this. Okay, so far it's the Scout. I have faith in it because it's the Scout. Scouts are typically good. I've yet to run into a Scout that wasn't good. I mean, there's some that are better than others. We go to the right here. But this one hopefully shouldn't have an issue. I imagine that with the vehicles, if they have all-wheel and diff lock, they engage it. And if they don't have it, they don't have it. Or if they have a low gear, if they have a low gear, I believe all the cars have a low gear. It's a matter of what comes after this Scout is the question. Because yeah, there's no way that they would tell me to do this right and expect me to do a road there of all places. Like, and then on top of that, I don't think the trucks would even make it over that. So we'll dispatch the vehicles. That's our current objective. This one, so we have this. Where do these pipes need to be replaced? The oil station. So I would just have to recover to that one. Okay, and then so we'll also have to do the power, right? So electrical field to the substation. Active power source. Where's the substation? Substation? Hello? Anybody there? Is it over here? Municipal power substation? Oh, or is that... Oh, is this the one? Is this where it wants the power? I would assume so. But wouldn't I just have to deliver a transformer? Because there's a spot for one. I feel like that's nice. What is the one that I built? Power substation? Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one that I built. Okay, so I don't know. Which one did I build over here? Solar station. So the solar station got a panel for that. Central distribution. I don't know, legitimately. Because there's no power source over there. Unless I go through the water? It doesn't look that deep, honestly. But, so down here through, see, that's going to be a little bit deep. It's going to be pretty deep there. How? I guess I have to go alongside here. I don't know. There's no way. Elmir. Oh. Okay, so that's where it wants the power to go to. Okay, so I'm going to have to go from the substation to Elamir. We have... Nope, not that one. Okay, cool. So it is... Okay, cool. It is the off-road trucks that could easily handle it. No problem. Might have to readjust that because he's stupid and he's not following the path. Hello? Buddy, what are you doing? Yeah, I asked you to take me over there. I hate when it does that. Okay, when I was kind of like fighting for first place here, I'm not sure what's going on. We're having a whose balls are bigger contest. Let's see who can get up the mountain first. I swear if I fail the routes because you two are trying to have a who's bigger contest, I'm going to lose it. Okay, well. They'll figure themselves out. Either one of them will flip or they'll eventually figure it out. I don't know. Not my concern, but we are going to recall to the desert base, actually. I should actually track that. So we're going to do the side quest real quick. This is a simple deliver the pipes. Desert base, we need to recall there. Alright, cool. I'll grab those 3 pipes that we have in storage and go replace those pipes. Wait. Well, I had a route fail just now, but it wasn't this one. Hey. It wasn't that route that failed. It was the river base to the solar station. They failed because they collided. That's perfectly fine because I've claimed all the rewards for that anyways. That's actually pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect a route that I had already completed to fail. I'm not gonna lie. Reward? Oh no, I've already done that. Don't I have what? I don't know. It's whatever. Okay. I got these pipes. That other route completed flawlessly. We haven't gotten anything from Kelly, so I believe we do have to finish this in order to move on, which is perfectly fine because I was going to do it anyway. So, make my way downtown, walking fast. Blah, 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 blah. Alrighty, last pipe here, and we'll be good to go. Kelly should probably tell us something, otherwise, or we'll just get more tasks. I don't know. Find out here. Boom. All done. Repair the oil station. Anything for us, Kelly? Nope. Okay, so... Oh, yes, he does.
You're not gonna believe this, but I've got some more pipe-related business for you to sort out. This pump station needs your help in getting a replacement pump. We already delivered it to the oil station, but crossing the river is a bit too much for the common convoy. Could you take care of it? Shouldn't be any problem with your skills. Oh, and bonus points if you can deliver fuel to the desert base. The semi-truck is full of it.
I'm literally, like, right here. I might as well just do this. Let's see. You can see somebody, like, try to... That's cool. You kind of see, like, somebody tried to do a path through there, and didn't work. It's pretty deep, but we might be able to make it quite honestly. It doesn't seem too deep. The issue is the water current. You can see the bottom, but it's a matter of how deep it actually is. If we try to go through here, we're not going to make it. I don't trust that either. Anything I trust here more than anything. Honestly, how far is it? How far of a detour is it to just go there? It's not too far. I could honestly probably like just cut across here through the water and then to the bridge. I think that's what I'll do. I don't know. I don't know if I want to risk it going through here. See, that rock is above water. Again, it's the current and it would be mud, so there's that high possibility, honestly. Yeah, we'll do this one since I'm right here. Oh, would you look at that? The truck's also there. This one since I'm right here, and we will... I'm going to be able to get down there, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, I can go through, like, here, here, and cut across into here, and then just go to our left, we'll be good. Cool. So we want to, what are we delivering? We're delivering the pump. All right, so it's not a transformer. I don't got to worry about it not fitting inside the truck. We'll be good to go. It'll fit easily. So I will pick up the pump. Vehicle failed between Desert Base and Municipal Power Substation. I don't know how, but sure, I guess. Okay, anyways, we'll get this picked up and sent over there. Sent over there? Delivered over there? I'm almost recovered on accident. Alright, pump delivered. So I stand corrected. You know, we're gonna pop over here. You can see. Great job there.
For anyone else, it would be a minor miracle, but for you, it's just something you do before breakfast, right? Still, the locals will be plenty grateful for your help, and that's what counts.
So yeah, as you can see here, I tried to drive through it, but I immediately sunk in. So that's actually pretty cool to see, for real. That whatchamacallit, that like they did a really great job in showing that when you go into the water, it does act like the actual water. So that is pretty cool, if you ask me. Now we're just gonna deliver this truck real quick over to the desert base, real quick and simple. Do the side quests; they're stupid easy, and then we'll connect the power. And I'm not sure how far we are to completing. We're at like 60 something when I loaded in, I believe. So hopefully we'll be able to get done by the time, or we'll get pretty decent progress in today's episode, if not finish the entire map. Managed to get ourselves stuck here. I need to... Okay. Oh, nope. That's... Whoops. Managed to get ourselves stuck here, so now I gotta pull them out. I don't know if the scout's gonna be able to do it. Might not have enough power. Might have to go purchase another search and rescue truck, because why not? We have the money for it. Well, we're slowly making progress. There's no... Yeah, you can't turn drive mode on for the objective car, so I think it honestly even has its handbrake on, which makes this even worse to try and pull, because I have no... It's not assisting me at all. I'm literally just dragging it through the sand to try and get it through. So, who knows? Pull it back, though. We're almost there. Try to get it at least out of the sand. Once I get out of the sand, it should be okay. We'll just keep pulling it though until I get to a point where I can't get anymore. Try to get the back tires out of the sand as much as possible. At least get onto the pavement. Let's get on the pavement. It should be good. And go. We'll call it there. Okay, so no, the handbrake was not on. Good. Perfect. That's probably why it moved so easy. If it had been on, I don't think I would have made any progress. All right. 75 meters away, and then all we gotta do is connect power, and we should be good to go. I think we're already unlocked the second stage, right? Or we've completed the second stage. I think we're on the third stage of the map now. Nope, we are still on the second stage. So we hope maybe at the end of this.
There's one nice thing about dealing with these oil moguls. You help them out a bit, and now we don't have to worry about fuel for a while. That's what I call a mutually profitable transaction.
Cool. So I think the best course of action is going to be getting in our mobile service vehicle, field service vehicle, going over to the power station, calling the cable layer, and then heading over to where the objective is. I think that's going to be our best bet. And we can plan it out from there. So we have an idea of what route we want to take and what it's going to cost. Hopefully we don't have to build a route in that area, because if we do, it's probably going to be even harder to do. Again, I apologize if you hear any background noise. I have my window open, get some air in my apartment, and I believe somebody started their Subaru. Is that a Subaru? Alright, we have arrived. Now, what is that under? I actually don't know what that would be. I know that's the garage. Nope, cable layer, there we go. Recall it. Hopefully it's not somewhere stupid. It kind of was somewhere stupid. Of course it was. So we gotta go to El Amir. And honestly, best course of action is gonna be go... Looks like a rock and some bushes. Some rocks there. Go out this way. Come up this way and across. And honestly, that's like a perfect route if the vehicle works in my favor. That's a very big if. So, place some markers down so I know where to go. I'm not deviating on accident. Cool. So, of course, it would place it over here. I have to try and drive across these, which I have zero faith that it's going to be able to do. Okay, well, it handled that a hell of a lot better than I thought it would. Cool. Now we're just going to lay the cables from the substation and get it all the way over there. And get power restored to that community. So they have some heating and electricity. Alright, and that went flawlessly, literally. That could not have gone any better. I've never had a cable laying go so... Wow, just call me a liar, why don't you? Just call me a liar, why don't you? Because you stopped laying for whatever whack reason. There's nothing even there to stop you from, like, laying. Hello? Okay. Now, everything is completed. Objective, and this route, yeah, I gotta... Oh, we got stuck there? Might have flipped over, honestly. Anyways, open this. Confirm. Look at that. Praise the sun. The final efforts await. Revive the lab in the name of science. Flux and flow completed. What you got for us, Kelly?
Oh, I just received a task that seems like the perfect palate cleanser. How do you feel about helping promote science? The beauty is that you don't even need a PhD for this one. Just bring a truck of supplies and some generators to an archaeological dig nearby. You know what? I think you really nailed that last task. Just like all the others so far, before you arrived, this place was cut off from the world. Had no water and no electricity either. And look at it now. Well, still not much of a looker, but you really resuscitated it. Feel the accomplishment yet? Sometimes it's delayed. Don't know about you, but I could really use a weekend poolside with one of those little umbrellas in my drink. Anywho, I can almost see the end of the task list now. How about making it a real home run? I know you're up to it.
Alright. Clean up the operating area. Clean up the operating area area in the Solar Residence Lab. What the hell is that? Solar Residence Lab. Oh, that's over here. Damn, you didn't even see any of this. Holy. All covered. So I was, well, I mean, that bridge is kind of pointless. You can see there was a bridge down here. The bridge was kind of pointless, though, I'm not going to lie. However, there's literally no base close to it. Which means we are 100% going to have to bring our car over. Our mobile operations base, we're 100% going to have to bring that over here. That way we can get stuff delivered. But, so to clean up this, we just got to clear the area of debris. I'm not sure how many more tasks we're going to have, honestly. And it wants us to deliver this vehicle to, and it's on its side. 10 out of 10. Love to see it. Gonna have to get that fixed. Wants us to deliver it here. And then the side quest is send supplies to the evacuation area. We got to pick those supplies up and bring them over here. I'm assuming this is like where everybody left from. But this just like goes into sand dunes. Archaeologist camp. Archaeologist's camp. Oh, brother. Say that 5 times fast. Alright, well, I'd say that's a perfect place to end this one, guys. And of course, we're in another sandstorm. But if you guys did enjoy this episode of ROADCRAFT, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment down below, hit that subscribe button so that I know that you enjoyed. Link to my Discord will be in the description, in the link tree as always. Other than that, I hope you all have a great, fantastic day, and I'll see you all in the next one.